What up, y'all? Y'all know what else I tripped off of during the fights this weekend? I'm glad it kind of went in the order it went in because I was able to compare some things between the fighters or whatever, right? So check this out. Smash that like button first. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already subscribed, right? Now, the first fight was Boo Boo Andrade, though, right? But we're going to skip that one. Because what we talking about, Rashidi Ellis and Jaron Ennis. So, I seen Rashidi Ellis versus Villa. He was outboxing Villa for 80% of the fight. So in my eyes, that's what I seen. It was clear as day he was the better boxer. It was hard to touch him. He was very slick. He had good footwork, right? But he lacked power and a little too much footwork, just for not be having no power. I mean, if you gotta see, this is the thing. If you're gonna be doing all this shit, your conditioning need to be on point, because eventually what happened to you is what's gonna happen to you. I've seen that in many other substances, like for instance, when I watched Tony Harris and Jared Hurd obviously had better skills than Jared Hurd. But Jared Hurd had this one key thing that Tony Harris ain't have. It was the conditioning. It was the ability to keep on fighting even when you're tired as fuck. I mean, he lost the fight due to being exhausted. Tony Harrison did, right? And that's the same way Rashidi Ellis lost. He impressed me with the skill. I'm looking at him like, damn, that nigga swift. You hear me? So I was looking at it like, okay, he impressed me for sure. Because I ain't watching much of him because he's over there where he was at. But, he impressed me for sure. But then I turned right around, watched Boots. The dude who fought Boots did what Rashidi Ellis did, but he had the conditioning. And he was making Boots miss, making Boots look bad. He was making Boots punch hooks and spin around in circles like a ballerina. So that's what Jaron Ennis was doing. So that made me realize, I looked at the shit, and I think now, because before all this shit happened, Friday, when they were doing the final press conferences, or was that Thursday? One or the other, but I thought Boots was just better than him, and I ain't thinking nothing twice about it. But after watching the niggas back to back, I see now. If Rashidi Ellis and Boots would have fought that night, because I don't think it's going to happen now, right now, it might still happen, but not right now, because a smart promoter or manager would probably try to rebuild Rashidi Ellis. Then give him another shot like that, or a rematch or some shit like that. But they wouldn't try to put him right there and Boost, because if you lose, his stock drop way down. There's 2 fat ass L's in a row. So I'm sure that wouldn't happen. But if Rashidi Ellis and Boots would have fought that night, I think Rashidi Ellis would have outboxed Jaron Ennis all the way until the same thing that happened. Shit, it would have been the same result. I actually believe. I believe he would have outboxed Boots, made Boots look stupid as fuck, until he ran out of gas, and then Boots would have knocked his ass out. Boots would have stopped him because his conditioning. I think that's how it would have played out, you know what I'm saying? That's my take on it, because I really, really wanted to see them niggas fight, because the tension they had sitting next to each other. I'm like, man, I want to scratch both of the fights and make them niggas fight. But it happened like it happened. And it is what it is, shit. But like I said, Rashidi Ellis, he would have been outboxing Boots. I'm talking about damn near shutout type shit. all the way until Boots stopped him. That's my take on that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all feel like I'm wrong? Put that shit down in the comment section. How y'all think it would have happened? Because I literally seen the same shit back to back. I seen Curran do exactly what Rashidi Ellis, but Rashidi Ellis actually threw more punches than Curran, I believe. So he would have really made Boots look bad, but he just would have ran out of gas and he would have got stopped. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when you're doing all that excessive movement. So when you listen to guys like Earl Spence, he'll tell you, like, especially since both of these niggas won 47 pounds. So it's okay to compare them to Spence or Crawford or anybody else in the division. Like, Spence, on the other hand, niggas like to talk about his style. Flat-footed. Remember Chris Cobra told Earl Spence he was flat-footed, that's his problem, but then he got his ass whooped by Hector Garcia. See, these niggas with these happy feet, right? That shit is nice. But if you ain't got the, it look good. But if you ain't got the stamina to match that shit, then it only lasts you so long. Can't do it. It's a lot of movement. Sometimes when you get out the way, somebody throwing a 1-2 at you, you jump way back here from the punch, trying to get the fuck out the way. But you got somebody like Earl Spence, take a half a step back or dip a little bit, make you miss by a half an inch, make you pay, capitalize off your mistake. If you getting out the fucking way with your happy feet, way out the way of a punch, you can't even hit the nigga back to make him pay. You just wasted. It's a waste of energy. You just wasted that little energy you just used. So actually, if you break that shit down to the science, it all makes sense. Like why somebody like Earl don't do all that shit. It makes sense for his style. Maybe, especially when he putting pressure on you, throwing the amount of punches he throws. You know what I'm saying? And then he moving, excessive movement too. Earl Spence probably wouldn't have the gas tank he be having if he did all the extra ass shit. But he don't. You know what I'm saying? And he making guys miss. He got good defense, but people don't notice that because the glitz and the glamour. These niggas see the gold buckle medallion, you know what I'm saying? And they get hypnotized. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, Rashidi Ellis, he was a good ass boxer. I respect, straight up. Respect to all of them niggas, but like I said, man, he a better boxer than Rashidi Ellis. Than Jaron Ennis. I think that would have happened. Jaron Ennis kind of lacked fundamentals. He's more off athleticism. And he got good power. So, it is what it is. Got that like button, subscribe to the channel, you subscribe already. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.